Yes. Lesson number 12, measurement. Yes, measurement. Measurement is you will measure any 2 or 3 objects or more objects and find out whether it is tall, short, heavy, light. You will compare things and find out the measurement. Measurement is finding a number that shows the size or the amount. That shows the size or amount of things around us. Things can be measured are we can measure long, tall, short, near, far. Okay, we can see with examples and find out whether it is long, tall, short, near or far. We will not find out everything in one thing. We will find out either it is long or short, tall or short, near or far. Okay, then we will compare with two objects and find out whether it is heavy or light. Heavy or light. Yes, measurement by weight. Then we have measurement with capacity. Yes, capacity, more or less. For juice bottles and all, we will be telling, right? So that is more or less. Temperature. Yes, we will measure the temperature and tell whether it is hot or cold, high or low. Okay, hot or cold. Yes, you will be drinking hot coffee or cold coffee in the morning, cold boost or Horlicks, whatever it is. You will drink cold or hot in the morning, children. You will drink hot, right? That is hot or cold. And the measurement through temperature is high or low. Yes, now the temperature is literally low because it was raining yesterday and all, right? So it is comparatively low. When it is sunny, the temperature will be very high. When it is sunny, the temperature will be very high, and when it is raining, the temperature will be very low. Then we will be seeing the clock. Yes, when the session is time up, Sridhar sir will tell us 2 minutes more, 3 minutes more. Yes, so we will be comparing with the clock also. It's time to end the session. He will be telling, no? Yes. Next we have calendar. Calendar. We will be telling 2 days back, now, tomorrow. Yes. You will be telling yesterday, today, tomorrow. You will be telling with the help of the calendar. So we will be measuring things in various dimensions. Yes. Now I want all my children to take their textbook. Yes, if you don't have, bring it fast. Now we are going to do math textbook exercise. Page number 145. We have 3 snakes. Yes. Okay. Green, black and brown snake. Now we are going to compare and tell which is long, which is long, which is short and which is shorter. Yes, we will compare with these 3 and find out. Okay, which
This one. Listen to what your teacher is saying.
Okay. I don't hear any sound. Do you?
Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am. Tina, ma'am. Am I audible? My dear children, am I audible?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Kanna. Okay, so now let's write the
Ma'am,
math
your
problem.
voice is very low.
Voice is very low. Okay, kindly wait, Kanna. Now is it audible? Now?
You are very low only.
Now
Yes,
is it?
Yes, ma'am.
It's audible. Yeah, okay. Yes, Kanna. So now let's see the second question. Okay. Is the green snake longer than the black one? So they are asking for the comparing the green snake and the black one. Okay, so we have to say which one is longer and which one is shorter here. Whether the green snake is longer than the black snake, is that so? No, right? The green snake is shorter than the black one. So we have to write NO, no. NO, no. Okay, are you all writing? NO, no. So we are going to write NO, no. Okay? Yes. So the next question, which snake is the shortest? Which snake is the shortest? So you're going to say me which snake is shortest one here. Which is shorter here? Among the three, which is shorter, green, black or brown? Green color. Green color snake is shorter, right? Super. So we are going to write Green. Green. I want all my dear ones to be in mute. Only then my voice will be audible for you. Okay?
You want color pencil?
Yes. Abhinav Sai, kindly mute yourself, Patu. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, so you are going to write green snake. Green, green, SNAKE, snake, green snake. Okay, the last question is the brown snake shorter than the green one? Is the brown snake shorter than the green one? Yes, now let's compare the green snake and the brown snake. Okay, shall we compare it? Yes. Is that so? The brown snake is short or long one? It is long one, right? It is not shorter than the green snake. So, let's write NO, no. Let's write NO, no. Okay, hope so you might have finished. Yes, let's move on to the next slide. Color the longest one and circle the shortest one. Color the longest one and circle the shortest one. So you are going to color the longest one. Among these three, which is the longest ladder? You all know, right? What is how we will find out the long and short? if the object or thing is placed in the horizontal position, we say it as long, right? If the ladder is standing, we say it as tall. In a vertical position, if it is in vertical position, we will say it as tall, standing in position. Okay, if it is placed down, okay, in a horizontal position, we say it as long. Okay, yes. So among these three, which one is longer one here? Long one here. First one, second one, or third one? First one is long. Yes, first one is long one, right?
Ma'am.
Yes. Okay. First one is the longest one. Very good. Okay, now we have found out the longest one. So we are left out with two ladders, right? Among these two ladders, which one is the shortest one? Come on. Yes, second one. Second one is the shortest one. So what we have to do with the shortest one? We have to circle the short ladder. Okay, the answers will be shown to you the next slide. So do according to that. Yes, so now we are going to see a length. Okay, how they used in the olden days. Okay, we measure length of objects to find how tall or long they are. We can use hand spans, foot spans, pebbles, cubit, strides, pencils, etc. to measure the length of the different objects. So nowadays we have weighing machines, okay, and we have so many electronic items to measure the length. Okay. But in olden days, now how they will measure? They will be measuring using their body parts. Okay, can you see the hand span there? Hand span from the thumb finger to the tip finger, little finger. Okay, hand span. And the next one is foot span. For this, a good example is you might have seen many mummies. No, they will be keeping step by step and praying to God in temple, right? So that one is said to be as foot span. Okay, that is not called as exactly the foot span. Measuring the floor or tiles or corridor, balcony or space given area with the help of foot, we say it as foot span. Okay, 1 feet long, 2 feet long. Okay, yes, that one we say as foot span. And the next one is cubit. When you go to temple, no, in the front side, some aunties will be selling you flowers which is tied. Okay, that flowers how they will give to your mother. Yes, the tied jasmine they will be giving you in this cubit manner only. One cubit, 2 cubit. Yes, the tied jasmine flowers. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes. And pencil. The next one is pencil. Pencil means using pencil, sharpener, eraser, or whatever object you have, you can measure the thing with that. Okay? Yes. So now I'm going to turn on my video and show you how we can measure with using our body parts. Okay? Yes. Ma'am, am I visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, my dears. Now we are going to see how in the olden days they were measuring the length. Okay, see, I am having a textbook here. Okay, I'm having a textbook. I'm going to measure this textbook using the hand span. Okay, hand span from the thumb finger to the little finger. Okay, we will be measuring in this manner. See, one hand span, two hand span, two hand span, one, two. Okay, so you can take out your math textbook and you can measure using your hand span like this. One hand span, two hand span. Since my fingers are big, so I am getting two hand span. Your fingers are very small, right? So you will be getting more hand spans. Okay, see here. One, two. Okay. Now I am going to use pencil. Okay, I am having a pencil. I am going to find out the length of this textbook using this pencil. Okay, see here. One pencil long. Again, one pencil long from here. Here, 1.5 pencil. This pencil is very long than this book. So 1.5. Okay, you might be having small pencil. You can also measure with that. Okay. Yes, here. One pencil long and from here 1.5. Let's take it as two pencils long. Okay. Here I am having a rectangle shape battery power. Okay. Yes, here I am having a battery like this. Okay, so I am going to measure the object in this textbook using this one. Okay, this is a battery. Okay, one battery, two battery, 2.5. 2.5. Okay, I'm having a round shaped sharpener. Okay, if you have a sharpener, you can also measure with that one sharpener. Okay, here it's ending. Now, two sharpener, three sharpener, okay, four sharpener, five sharpener, six sharpener, and seven sharpeners long. Okay, if you have any object, you can measure with that. With the help of pencil, we measured. With the help of sharpener, we measured. With the help of battery backup, we have measured this textbook. Okay. The temples, I was saying right here, foot span, it will be like this. So your mother will be keeping the foot like this and she will be doing in the temple and all, right? One step, two step, three step, like this. Here, I have a tile here, okay, tile. I am going to measure this tile. Okay, it's a square tile. Here, I am going to measure. One, okay, in a cubit, in a hand span manner, one hand span, two hand span, three hand span, and little more. Okay, 3 point something. Okay, so now I am going to measure the same tile using the pencil. Okay, one pencil, two pencil long, three pencil long, and 3.5 something. Okay, yes. So again I am going to use this battery backup and I am going to find the measure of this tile. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one fits exactly 6. So 6 battery long. Okay, pencils, sharpener, whatever object you are going to take, that is the measurement of that length. Okay, see here I am having a thread here. Do you remember that? Here, see here, cubit, from the tip of my finger, like this. Do you remember this? Where you will be seeing this one? From the tip of the finger to your elbow. To your elbow. From the tip of the finger to your elbow. Where you will be seeing this? You will be seeing this in the class shop, right? The auntie will be selling you the tight dust class in this manner. 1 cubit, 2 cubit, 3 cubit, 4 cubit, 5 cubit. Okay? You understand how what I am trying to say more? Yes. So this one is called as cubit. The which one I was doing like this, no, that is the foot span. Okay? You the last 5 minutes we can turn on your videos and let's do the activity. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much. Let me stop my video and let's carry over with the session. Yes. So with the help of our fingers, we were measuring the length as hand span. With the help of the foot, it's foot span. With the help of the tip of the finger and elbow till elbow, we measure it as cubit. And pencil is nothing but any other objects like pebbles, strides, whatever it is. Okay, whichever object we have, we can, with the help of that, we can measure it. Okay, yes. Now let's see the next slide. As hand span. Yes, I was doing right. Hand span from thumb finger to little finger. Foot span using our foot. Okay, yes. One step ahead. One step ahead. Yes. Third one, cubit. See, in that picture, a girl is measuring the table. I was showing you a thread and I was measuring you, right? 1 cubit, 2 cubit, 3 cubit long. Yes. So let's move on to the next slide and see. Yes. See, it's in a detailed manner. Hand span, foot span, cubit. Okay. And sharpener, eraser, pencils, that is whichever object you take that goes along with that. Okay. Yes. Now let's move on to the textbook exercise and see. Math textbook page number 145. Look how Sarah measured the length of the table using hand span. Okay, measure the length of your desk using hand span. Hand spans. My desk is dash hand spans long. So see the girl how she is measuring. If you have a table or a desk, you are going to measure as of I did, and you are going to write the answer in that blank. Okay. It might be more than 4 hand spans or 5 hand spans long. Okay. Yes. So kindly go near to a table or desk, measure with the help of your fingers. Okay, and then write the length of that table or desk in the blank. Okay. Now this is how Neha measured the length of the mat using a foot span. So see there, she is measuring the length of mat. Okay. Likewise, you can also measure the length of your carpet, mat, or your balcony, or your room, any one room, bedroom or a hall or puja room, anything you can measure by using your feet, and you can write the answer there, right? Okay, so this will be very fun activity for you. Yes. Now let's move on to the next slide. Math textbook page number 146. Okay, this is how Rekha measured the length of a diary using a sharpener. Yes, so now we have seen measuring a textbook. Okay, textbook or workbook, whatever it is. So we were measuring with the help of sharpener, with the help of a battery backup, with the help of a pencil, right? So likewise, Rekha.
Ma'am, this what page?
Okay. Yes. To measure the length.
Ma'am, this what page?
Now the page number is given on the top itself. Kindly do not mark like this. Kiran, I want you to be in mute. Thank you so much. Yes. So measure the length of your math textbook using an eraser. So you are going to use your rectangular shape cube eraser, and you are going to measure your math textbook, and you are going to write the blank. If you don't have the eraser, no problem, you can measure with your sharpener and write how long your math textbook is. Okay, at the last I will be asking you to show the textbook, so be ready with that. Yes? Okay. Let's move on to the next slide. Yes, measurement, cross the tall objects and tick the short objects. So we all know what is tall and what is short, right? Do you remember that? Yes, we were talking about the animal which is very tall and the animal which is very short. Likewise, we were also talking about who is the tallest member in your family and shortest member in your family. Hope so you all know that, right? In the standing position, vertical line position, okay, we will be comparing the objects, then we say it as tall and short. Okay, here two boys are there, the first picture. The boy who is wearing red color shirt and the boy who is wearing blue color shirt. Now say me who is taller one here, either the red color boy, the boy who is wearing red color shirt or the boy who is wearing blue color shirt. Yes, very good. The boy who is wearing red color shirt is the tallest one. What we have to do? Very good, Jay. We have to cross the boy. We have to cross out the boy. Very good. Yes. So then the short boy, we have to put a tick above. Yes? Okay. It's not in your any textbook or workbook. Kindly do not move on to the pages. Okay. Just for your understanding. Okay. Yes. Now let's move on to the next picture, that is tallest tree and shortest plant.
What?
So what we have to do is this session is being recorded and you people are disturbing in between the class. I didn't expect this from you. You're all very good children, right? All my children are very good children. They will not unmute themselves and talk in between. Superb. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. So the tall one we have to cross. Mokshita,
Page number, ma'am.
I said that this is not in any page number. It is not in textbook. It is not in workbook. Kindly do not search for it. It is just a practice worksheet to understand that. Okay? Yes. So the tallest tree and the shortest plant. So we are going to cross out the tallest tree and tick the shortest plant. Likewise, the giraffe and the cat. Okay, we are going to cross out the tallest giraffe and we are going to tick the shortest cat. Likewise, the pedestal fan and the table fan. Pedestal fan, it will be very tall when compared to table fan. So we are going to cross out the pedestal fan and tick the table fan. Yes. Now let's move on to the next slide. Wait, math textbook page number 147. Wait, math textbook page number 147. This will be carried over by Miss Jena, my ma'am. Thank you. Jena, ma'am, kindly unmute yourself, ma'am. Okay, so let's see. Ma'am, the slide is hiding over there. Can you please move the slide? Half of the picture is not visible for me. Okay, see here. So this is the waving machine. You cannot see this waving machine. Yes, ma'am. Now, can you please talk? Jena, ma'am. Okay, some inconvenience is there. Okay, sorry for the trouble. Yes. So see here, we have a waving machine here. On one side we have some potatoes and one side we have a pumpkin. Okay, this is a waving balance. Okay, in the we can see this one in the roadside vendors. Roadside vendors will be having a waving machine like this. We cannot see this in the big supermarkets or in big grocery shops. Why? Because they will be having the electronic waving machine. Here, this will be this waving machine is used in the somewhat olden days. Okay, not now. Nowadays, they are using only the electronic machines to wave the objects, things. Okay, see here, one side we have some potatoes and one side a pumpkin is there. When we are comparing the potatoes and a pumpkin, okay, which one will be the heavier? Either the potatoes or pumpkin will be heavier. One big whole pumpkin. Potato we have only 3 or 4 potatoes. So which one will be heavier? If it is heavy, it will go down. You have to understand that if it is heavy, if an object is heavy, it will go down. If the object is light, the balance will go up. The balance will go up. If the object is light, the balance will go down. One side of the balance will go down if it is heavy. The object with the thing which is have the balance which side, the things are very light, it will go up. Okay, let's see this with a better understanding in the next slide. Okay, on the introduction itself I have said that papers will be light when compared to the books. Okay, let us assume that we can keep one single paper on one side of the balance and a book, okay, a book on other side of the balance. What will happen? Which will go down and which will go up? Which will be heavier? The book will be heavier, right? So when the book is heavier, what will happen? One side of the balance will go down. Yes, Ojeshwi, Avanishwar, yes, very good. So the book, the one side of the balance that is having the book will go down. Why? Because the book is heavier than the paper. The book is heavier than the paper. Okay, okay, now let's have a paper, a feather and a toy. Okay, toy car. Let's have a toy car. A feather. Feather means bird will be having the feathers, right? Body full of feathers. Bird will be having body full of feathers. Okay, so one feather we will be keeping it on one side of the balance, and we can place a toy car on other side of the balance. Okay, which will go down, which will be very heavy when compared to, yes, car will be going down. Toy car will be heavy than the feather. One single feather, when we keep it, it will be very light than the toy car. Toy car will be heavy than the feather. Okay, yes, you see, when you blow the feather, what will happen to that feather? Will it go down? No, right? It will fly up. It will fly up. The feather will fly up. Okay, when you throw the paper will fly and then only it will go down. Okay, when you are going to put the heavy object down, what will happen? It will just go down. It will not fly. The book will not fly. Okay, the heavy object like will not fly. Okay, it will just go down and it will drop on the floor. Right? Yes. See the picture here. Superb. Here we have a feather, book, a car. Okay. Now let's compare the feather and book. Okay. See one single feather and a book full of pages. Which will be heavier here? Either the book or the feather. Book will be heavier. Book will be heavier. Yes. So which will be lighter here? Either the feather or the book. Feather will be lighter. Right? Feather will be lighter. Yes. Now let's compare the book and car. Okay. Comparing to book, car will be heavier or lighter? Very good. I am getting many answers in the chat box. Super. Car will be heavier. Car will be heavier. Very good, Kanna. Super. Okay. Likewise, when comparing to book and car, how the book will be? Whether the book will be heavier or lighter, comparing the car and book. The book will be lighter. The book will be lighter. Okay, here light. Yes, lighter. The book will be lighter when compared to car. Okay. Yes. Now let's move on to the previous slide and see. Yes. We measure weight. Yes. So likewise, here one side we have potatoes and one side we have a big pumpkin. Pumpkin will be very heavy. Pumpkin goes down. Up. Okay. It is book page number 147. Okay. See the next one. We have mango, pineapple, and watermelon. Mango, pineapple, and watermelon. Which will be the heavier one here? Either a mango or if I am ignoring you, I mean that you should be in mute. Yes. So here we have a mango, a pineapple, and a watermelon. Okay, when we comparing these three objects, which one will be the heavier? Watermelon. Very good, Sadhana. Superb. Watermelon will be heavier here. Yes. Comparing these three, which one will be lighter?
Ma'am, Jai Gurudev ma'am, last 3 minutes ma'am.
Watermelon. Yes. So mango will be lighter. Okay, this what we understand with this picture. Let's move on to the next slide. Math textbook page number 148. We measure weight to find out how heavy or light objects are. So see here, one side apple is there and other side watermelon is there. Okay, the weight objects will go down and the light objects will come up. A weighing balance is used to compare the weights of two objects. Yes, this one I said earlier. In a balance, the pan with heavier things go down. So heavier things go down and the pan with the lighter things goes up. The pan which has the lighter thing goes up. See here, name the fruit that is heavier. Watermelon. Name the fruit that is lighter. Apple. Yes. So the now let's move on to the next slide. Yes. In a given balance, the pans are balanced, that is neither up or down. Then the weights of the objects are equal. See there, pumpkin and watermelon. The weight does not, the balance of the pans does not go down or does not goes up. Okay, it's standing in a equal. Sleeping line question. Yes, two sleeping lines. What we will say? Equal to, right? So pumpkin, the weight of the pumpkin is equal to the weight of the watermelon. The weight of the pumpkin is equal to the weight of watermelon. Okay, see here. Take the side of the balance that is heavier. Can you see the pan which is down? Which side? Either the apple side or the mango. Very good, Sadhana. It's